welcome to the vlog. Good morning. It is Thursday morning. It is like 7:40 a.m. and I am getting ready for the day. So I thought while I do that, I could just open up this vlog. This is just gonna be another week in the life with me reading vlog. How are you doing? I hope you all are well. Thank you for coming back. My goodness. I am currently reading His Majesty's Dragon by Naomi Novik on my Kindle. I'm like, I think 115 pages of the way through. It's not very long. It's like a little under 300 pages, I think. So I'm actually really enjoying it. I've been using Libby a lot, which is like a library app for my Kindle reads, and so I've just been kind of like putting anything I find interesting on hold. So my reads have kind of been all over the place. Like this book I didn't even know was the first book in a 9-book series, but now I'm invested, so I guess I will be reading that 9-book series. I already put the second book on hold on Libby because I'm really liking it. It's like a pretty basic like dragon, kind of train your dragon like adult version so far, but I just like it. I really enjoy our main character and his bond with his dragon, and basically he bonded with the dragon when he wasn't supposed to, and he's not like a trained dragon trainer, but the egg was hatching on a ship and they couldn't get to land and they couldn't get to anybody that they needed, so he bonded with the dragon and now they're just a little bonded pair, and it's so cute. The most recent books I read were The Foxglove King and The Hemlock Queen by Hannah Whitten. Those are the first 2 books in her Nightshade Crown trilogy. I desperately need the 3rd book to come out, but since The Hemlock Queen just came out, it's probably gonna be like forever. Although Hannah Whitten did announce the title of the 3rd book. It is called The Nightshade God, which is so fitting. So I don't know, maybe that means it's coming out in like 2025. Hopefully not all the way in 2026. I don't know, but I need it so bad. It was so good. All you need to know about that series is necromancy, eclipses, gods. It's fantastic. There is more perks to it, but I don't want to spoil anything. Okay guys, I'm ready and I'm going to head to my class now. The only other thing I wanted to mention was that in my Shakespeare class, we just finished reading King Lear, which I really enjoyed, and the next thing we're gonna read is The Tempest. But yeah, let's go have a full Thursday. Okay guys, hello. It is Friday. Today has been kind of a hectic day. I only have one class on Fridays, so this morning I took my quiz in that class, and then I went to the gym. As you might have seen, I did a little vlogging there. Then I had a job interview, like a phone interview for a summer job. So, and it went well, and I'm doing another interview for it next week. So I'm super excited about that. Hope that everything goes well with that. And I went to Target just to get some food, but I thought I would give you a little haul. I only have a few more weeks here, like 2 more weeks, another week of classes, and then a week of finals. So this is like a very small haul because it's just a little bit of food, little snacks to have the rest of the year. First, I just got the cheddar goldfish. I love goldfish, and I forced myself to just buy this one little bag because if I bought a bigger thing, I would eat the whole thing. Goldfish are so good. Next, I got 2 of these little, Poppy is the name of the brand. They're these little, like, probiotic sodas, so they're lower in calorie and they're supposed to be good for your gut health, which is like a nice benefit, but really I just buy them because I think they're very tasty. This one is cherry limonada, it's my favorite one, but they have lots of other flavors that I like most of, and it's just like a nice little alternative to Coke. It's, you know, I'm not trying to like cut myself off from soda, it's still soda and I still enjoy it, but I don't know, they're just fun. Next, I got a whole bunch of these balanced breakfast things. It's just cheese, some nuts, and some like dried cranberries. They're just a good snack or breakfast on the go. I also bought some yogurt, but I already put that in like the communal fridge. Sorry. And the last thing I got was this thing of stroopwafels. These are like my guilty pleasure. They're so good, especially with tea. So yeah, that's just my little haul. Usually I'll get more food from Target or from Trader Joe's, like, you know, every like once a month, but I only have a little bit longer here. I can't believe my first year of college is almost over. I'm currently watching this show called Killing Eve, one of the stars being Sandra Oh, who I love. The show I've heard of for a long time. It's based off a book series actually called like the Villanelle novels, I think, and Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who stars and helped create Fleabag, also helps create the show, and I'm on the 4th season. I think there's only 4 seasons, and I'm really liking it. Like, I am literally watching it right now. There's my love, Sandra Oh. And yeah, I'm on the 4th season, episode 2. So yeah, the rest of the day is going to be pretty relaxed. I did read more of His Majesty's Dragon last night, but it's been kind of busy and I haven't had the chance to read very much. But tonight and this weekend, I'm going to be reading a lot. I'm going to finish His Majesty's Dragon, start Where the Dark Stands Still, maybe even start another book. I don't know. It is Saturday. It is 11:30. I've been up since 10. Just like had some coffee and had some breakfast, got ready for the day, as you can see, and now I unfortunately have some homework that I need to do. I am working on an essay, as you can see. So as you can see, these are my 2 loans, His Majesty's Dragon and Where the Dark Stands Still, but I do have quite a few things on hold. First of all, I put the 2nd book in His Majesty's Dragon on hold because I'm really liking it and I'm hoping to continue with that series. Then this is one of my anticipated releases of the year, Icarus. It came out earlier and I really want to listen to the audiobook of it, so I have that on hold. This is also an anticipated release. This is the same author as Ace of Spades and I'm really excited to read her new book. We've got Stardust by Neil Gaiman. I've read a couple things by him and I've heard really good things about Stardust, and it was also like a short audiobook, so I put that on hold. Another release this year, The Warm Hands of Ghosts, and then the 3rd book in the Caraval series finale. Then we have the 2nd book in the Murderbot series, and this book, One Dark Window, which is the 1st book in a fantasy duology, I believe. I should probably do some series updates. In my last video, I was just starting Caraval. I was like halfway through and I was really liking it, so I did finish that and have read Legendary since. Both of those I just got from Libby, but I really enjoyed them, and so now I have Finale on hold, and as soon as that comes through in 14 weeks, I will be reading that on my Kindle. Also, the reason I have a lot of like anticipated releases for the year, like I'm waiting on them through Libby, is because I am trying to save money and also save space and, you know, support my libraries. Basically, I am a big book collector, and at my home, in like my childhood home, I have a ton of books, some of which I still need to read, but while I'm here in my college dorm, I don't have a lot of space and I don't have a lot of money, and I am currently not employed like I used to be, so I've just been, you know, getting books on my Kindle from Libby, which is really great. It's a totally free way to get books, and you can read them on your Kindle and then you can return them. The only downside is that you do have to wait sometimes, but I found that often if it says you have to wait 14 weeks, it doesn't actually take 14 weeks. Almost always the library somehow acquires more copies, or people read it a lot faster than the allotted time that they're given, so you almost never have to wait as long as you think you have to wait. But even if you do, sometimes they come in before you know it. Sometimes you'll get multiple books at once even. So yeah, I just really enjoy Libby. I've been using it like all throughout this year. There's a couple books I've bought like here and there, but I've mostly just been reading from Libby or taking, you know, books from my Hey guys, it is Sunday. It's almost 6 p.m. I have been doing quite a lot of stuff today. First of all, I read The Tempest, as you might have seen from the footage before this. It was really interesting. It's the last Shakespeare play that we're reading for my course. Just like, oh my goodness, it's the last one we're reading. I can't believe it. The Tempest is one of the Shakespeare plays that has the least amount of like actual action out of all the ones I've read, so I just found that kind of interesting. I like the use of spirits. I'm excited for us to talk about it in class. It was also really short. And I have been editing a YouTube video actually, while I'm also filming this one. I just got some food and I brought it back to my room because it's rainy out and I love the rain. I just love like the vibe and the aesthetic, but it also just makes me feel like being in my room. But I do like that our dining halls, you can just get these to-go containers, so it's pretty. Hello everybody, I have an update. It is Sunday night and I finished His Majesty's Dragon by Naomi Novik. I'm not going to lie, at the end I did start tearing up. I ended up giving this book 4 stars. Here's what I'll say, it's pretty short, it's like 300 pages. The beginning, super engaging, really interesting. It's basically about this, there's this crew on the ship and they find this dragon egg, and in this world, if a dragon egg is meant to hatch, they will have like people who are trained handlers on standby. The dragon egg hatches, the dragon bonds with the handler, and then the handler is trained. They're a professional on dragons, so then they know what to do, but they find this egg on the sea. Nobody there is a professional handler. The dragon hatches and it bonds with this random Navy captain, and then when they eventually get back to land, basically he just continues to be the handler for him, even though he's not professionally trained, because they're bonded now. And it's super interesting premise. It started off super strong. I do think the middle lagged a tiny bit,
But then the ending was really interesting. This also takes place during the Napoleonic Wars, which is a time period I haven't read a lot from, especially not in fantasy. So I found that really, really engaging. What made me cry is like the dragon, some of the other dragons, our two main, like our main guy and his dragon, the ones that bonded on the ship, they have a really good relationship. And our main character Lawrence is almost like a better handler than a lot of the professional ones, because he wasn't taught to think of dragons as like his job, or think of them in the way that they're kind of programmed to think about them, like they're in charge of them. And he has so much more empathy, and he has a better relationship and better respect for his dragon than a lot of the other handlers do. And it just made me like really teary-eyed to see how mistreated a lot of the animals were in this world. It was just hard to read, but it was a really, really good book. I'm definitely going to be continuing on with the series. I had no idea this series was 9 books long, but Naomi Novik got me hooked. What can I say? I already have the second book on hold on Libby. I think I showed you guys that already. So just waiting for that one. But yeah. Hello lovelies, it is Monday afternoon. I'm about to head to the gym. I did start reading Where the Dark Stands Still. I've literally only read 1 chapter, but I'm really, really, really engaged. I'm actually really curious. It's kind of like folklore, like mystical vibes. It's kind of like an almost mythology type story that we seem to be heading towards. So I'm actually really, really, really excited for that. But I think this is where I'm gonna end the vlog, with finals coming up for me in the end of the semester. Things are kind of like just work, and then read when I have time. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.